Christian Light Warriors, happy Labor Day. It's September 1st, 2025, Christian, and it's Labor Day, and it's going to be a great show tonight. You got your cards. They're already smoking hot. Can't wait for what kind of content we're going to be going over tonight, Christian, but how are you?
I'm doing good. Happy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to everybody out there, September 1st. Hey, we're almost out of 2025.
I can't believe how fast this year has gone by, Christian.
I know. I'm excited, actually, because right now is the turning point. This is, we're seeing a lot going on, like a lot of things, a lot of comms, Q things are also coming true, but we're turning the corner. Now is when we see all the evil to be disintegrated, and that's what I'm excited for. Because think about it, we got October, November, December, and then it's 2026. Like we're right where we want to be right now.
Tell me more about this, Kristen, about this evil being disintegrated as we burn our sage and as we welcome in more Light Warriors and Soul Tribe members into today's show, Monday. What is this about, Kristen? Tell me more.
Yeah. Not only will we see arrests that I believe will happen in October. October is going to be really hot for everything, I think, even the financial system. But when we're speaking of the evil, I think that because we're in the era of authenticity, age of Aquarius, the golden era, this is when everybody, no matter what face that you show all the time, we're going to see your real, true self, authenticity. So that's for the bad guys. That's all the bad guys that I'm speaking about, not like our soul tribe. But, in your personal lives, too. Take this, this is real. This is happening in your personal lives, too. But I'm trying to speak on the geopolitical side of things, that we're going to see a lot of them fall, a lot of the deaths come to light that we already knew they were dead, but now they're going to be announced that they're dead. Things of that nature. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Listen, we've been waiting years for this day, this season to come. I can't wait for it. I'm celebrating health, chopping spit.
This is it. And I believe that this is also the Christmas that Trump was speaking of before, too. We kept thinking it was last year, which we were close. I mean, he was speaking during his campaigning around the country that it's going to be better than we ever imagined, this era that he was a part of, to lead all of us. But I think the Christmas he spoke of was this Christmas. I sure hope so.
Kristen, we are having a total lunar eclipse this Sunday. It's coming up. So in a week. Let me pull this up.
Yeah.
All right. We have this total lunar eclipse, September 7th, 2025, Kristen. It's the moon will undergo a total lunar eclipse, transforming into a deep, fiery, blood red as it passes entirely through Earth's shadow. Kristen, it's a rare celestial phenomenon known as the blood moon. What can we expect through this, Kristen? What can we expect?
I think that this is a grand finale for a lot of, I would say mostly relationships, okay? It's going to affect your house, your home, family, friends.
It's going to be juicy.
It's pretty juicy, but a lot of us, as I looked in the astrology, it's actually a very positive one. So this might be endings of old habits, of old cycles that you kept going in circles with people, like those things, the negative actually being stopped and ended. Either you take them out of your life and jump to a new timeline and a whole new beginning for yourself, or you guys work through some issues and clarify things and work it out as like a family. So this isn't like running away from problems and just because it's a problem, just, all right, never mind, I'm done with that. It's not like that. It's something either you're going to work out and come to terms with someone in a relationship, or you are going to, if you're in a troubled situation, sometimes you do have to end that connection. Cycles, meaning like soul contracts, all of those coming to an end, coming to a closure. Parents and children, you're going to see a lot of that happening. Estranged children, estranged mothers, fathers. You're going to see a lot of soul contracts either come with a closure, which is good. That's a good thing if they can find closure together and grow from it and learn. Or you're going to end it and just still be estranged and not talk to each other forever.
Like estranged lovers.
That could even be a thing too. Yes. Connections.
Gonna have quite a
Connections.
few lingers coming around this eclipse season, Christine. Quite a few lingers.
Oh, and yeah, they are known to come back around from your past. So if you have some exes that you don't like, this is the season that they come around and see if you're still available. Are you single? They will come back to you. So that's with love that you see that a lot, especially around full moons. And you know what? Retrogrades are the worst. Make sure all their numbers are blocked or just don't have their number anymore. Otherwise,
Only
they
the good
come.
ones. Only keep the good ex-lovers around if you don't.
Exactly. Otherwise, they come back around. But you know what's really good for eclipses, full moons, even too? The financial gain, the financial of if you're an investor in cryptos, XRP, gold and silver. This is the time. I really feel it, and I know we'll probably do cards on it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
use a crystal ball on that as well this week for the financials, but I really feel that we're going to see a huge jump in all of that in the financials around the full moon. I do.
All right. I love it, Christian. I love it. And I think let's start here right now, Kristen, for let's get a card spread for the Light Warriors for this week. As we approach eclipse season, Christian, and while you're shuffling your cards there, your beautiful cards, if you guys want to get a reading done by Christian, the one and only, the
Hmm.
angelic angel of Arcana Shores, go ahead and go over to arcanashores.net. That's arcanashores.net. And go ahead and click under readings with Kristen and go ahead and book your appointments through her with all of her services. Everything's going to be in the description of this video. That's arcanashores.net.
Yeah.
Kristen, what do you have for the Light Warriors, the Soul Tribe, for this Monday, Labor Day 2025?
Ooh, I've got a lot of great stuff here. It actually ends really beautifully. So this is about your personal lives, and then I'll give you the spin on the geopolitical that I see here too. But so for your personal lives, and I need to move a few of my things here. Okay. So it ends well with the 10 of Cups. But let's go through this. Personalized, all for all of you. Take it how it resonates. But you are going to battle yourself. So there's a mirroring effect. So with yourself of the mind and also your inner demons, maybe it's old habits, things that you've broken from the past, hopefully. But even if you haven't and you're still working at breaking habits that aren't so good for you, you will eventually finish this off. This is, like I said, like a grand finale. The inner demons, bad habits. It could be even negative thinking. If you're like, I don't really do anything bad. I don't treat, I don't drink or do anything to harm my body. But I'm talking about harmful thoughts. That's what can really make you sick and really, trauma from your past, keep bringing that up and you can't get over something. So it looks like a lot of you are in it's like your own interpersonal jail in your own mind. So your own prison of the mind. So getting away from negative thoughts, negative thinking, thoughts, thinking, same thing. But the way that you treat yourself, what do you tell yourself? 8 of Wands. So you're actually going up against yourself, it looks like, in this reading. But the 10 of Cups is your outcome. So it looks like a lot of people are going to overcome these feelings. So yeah, this week is going to be pretty intense. I know last week was intense, but especially right before an eclipse, you're going to be in the feels. You might be really judgmental and hard on yourself. Appearance wise as well. So you might criticize yourself too much. Just make sure if all these things come to the surface, just remember this reading and remember that this is just the energy right now. It's not even real. It's an illusion. Whatever you're telling yourself, usually, like here's an example. I had a woman today. She didn't want to come on the Zoom, and I'm not going to say who she is. I know she's a beautiful woman. She didn't want to come on the Zoom. She doesn't feel confident in front of the camera because she doesn't think she's pretty. And so she just wanted to do a phone call. And I have a lot of clients that just do phone calls, and that's totally fine. Your comfort level is all that I care about. But again, don't criticize yourself when you are such a beautiful light and person. Like, don't be afraid to show that, So again, it's the thoughts. It's what you think, what you believe about yourself. It looks like we're all going up against our inner demons and our actual that negative voice, the ego. You're going up against that this week, it looks like. So that's a tough one. That's a tough one, to change your thought forms and move forward and believe that you are the 10 of Cups. You are worthy of happiness and love, and you are beautiful. Whoever needed to hear that. But anyways, on a geopolitical standpoint, this is also this is my job. So because there's that inner, it's like the inner world. So the inner world, the geopolitical that we don't see, that they don't talk about, what's going on behind the scenes. This is showing me that there's great dedication to destroying, I feel like, even the team members that are within the Trump team, the organization, because it's the inner worlds that we're not seeing. We're not hearing about it. A lot of us can sense it. There's some snakes in there still, and he keeps his enemies closer. So there's a lot of that that's going to go on. Will we see the exposure this week? No, but I think that Trump, his outcome too is the 10 of Cups. He's not battling himself necessarily. He's battling his core team behind the scenes silently. There's things going on that we're not hearing of right now. But I do feel that with the Devil card being here, the 8 of Swords, he's taking care of them, if you know what I mean. Like, they're going to be done. I'm sure we're going to have more people just up and leave their positions too.
All right. I love it. I love it. I love it. I have questions. I have questions. I'm sure the Soul Tribe, if you guys want to have any questions as well, go ahead and send in your super chats. I'm going to get to one right now. It's from Mary Divine Starseed. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Much love and light and strength and peace and joy and love to Mary Divine Starseed. Thank you so much for that super sticker. Kristen, you touched on something about how 45 likes to keep his enemies a little bit close to him. Here's my question. Then you said people might be leaving their positions. Mm-hmm. I don't care what people say. This is my truth. I do not like Marco Rubio at all. 1,000%. I think he's trash. I think he's a lizard. I think he's a reptilian choker. That's exactly what he is.
Okay. Yeah.
Kristen, let's pull yes or no or whatever you get. Marco Rubio, we'll start with him. Marco Rubio, will he be leaving his position by the end of the year?
There we go. Yep, and there's someone to take his place. Absolutely. This is a yes. So you did receive the Queen of Swords as your yes, a very bold yes. And then right here, this would be the replacing. Someone coming in to replace him. They're going to replace him really quickly. Trump wants someone else in that position. Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Oh,
now let's go a little bit juicier, Kristen.
Okay.
J.D. Vance, the vice president, J.D. Vance, will he be leaving his position by the end of 2025?
Let's see. So Queen of Wands. Okay, you know what? It's probably going to be 2026 because for 2025, that would be a no.
Okay.
Right. So there's some assignment that he has to do still and accomplish. And then I think, yeah, because with the Justice card being there, there's still some work there that Trump wants him to do before that time comes.
Okay, but what we can possibly say is J.D. Vance will not finish this term as a vice president.
That's what I'm getting for his term, yes.
Right, for this presidential term.
Yes.
J.D. Vance will be out. Who will be coming in?
Ooh, let's see. Let's see what I get. Any hints? It's between two right now. So then we have the Page of Wands. It is someone on the younger. I think it could be a family member, to be honest. We have the Emperor. That's our Trump card. King of Pentacles. It's a Trump. It would be a Trump.
It's going to be a Trump?
That's what I'm getting. Yep.
Stop it.
No. It would be a Trump. Yep.
Oh,
Either
this is gonna be
it's got to
juicy. This is
be
gonna be juicy. This is gonna
Don
be
Jr., Don Jr. or Eric Trump.
I
One
was
of the
thinking someone. I was thinking maybe something else,
oh
but let's pull it. Let's pull it. Let's pull it. Will it be a male VP or would it be a female VP?
okay, here we go. It gave me that's my card. It's not really, it's extra. Arcana Shores. So it would be a male because we have that King of Swords there, then the Judgment card, and then the Ace of Pentacles. So that would make it a male. Arcana Shores card, why I say it doesn't count is because it's an extra card in my tarot deck. Not all tarot decks would have that. So it would mean freedom, okay? Freedom, evolved. So someone that's smarter, someone who's stronger abilities for this position. There's going to be a lot of reasons why they're replacing. It has a lot to do with trust, who Trump trusts. And JD, he cannot trust, but he still has an assignment left to do.
Okay. All right. Let's dissect this even further. Kristen, absolutely on fire with your cards. If you guys want to have your readings done by Kristen, go ahead and go to arcanashores.net. That's arcanashores.net. Everything's going to be in the description of this video. Kristen, now when you say it's going to be a Trump, is that what you got, a download of Trump, or is it going to be a bloodline of Trump?
It's a bloodline.
So could it possibly be someone other than his sons?
Let's look. I think it's going to be a son, but maybe I'm just too biased of a Trump person, and so you know how that goes. But let's take a look. I'm going to do it very fair. We're going to fairly ask. Okay, so let's take a look. We have the Chariot. All right. He's got two options. He has two. All right, so he's trying to decide on two. So yes, one is a son and one is someone else.
Is that someone else, Chris? I'm going to go ahead and call it out right here, right now on our shorts.
Okay.
JFK Jr.
Oh.
John himself coming out from the ashes as the rising phoenix to become the vice president of the United States of America.
Wow, that would be huge. Okay, huge. Here we go. It very well could be, Jason.
Give me something juicy, Kristen. Give me something to work with.
Okay. It could be because the Queen of Wands is in reverse. So it's not a female. It very well could be JFK Jr. We have the King of Wands. We have the Justice card. There's some, spoken truth about an injustice is what I'm getting with this. All right. So that would be the injustice story. We would get the full story of what happened with JFK Jr. Yeah. So that would be unspoken truth of an injustice. It would have to be him. So he is possibly one that they're considering. Yes.
I love it. We love it. All right. So here's what we do know. Entertainment purposes only, of course, but not really. Kristen, you're saying that JD Vance will not be the vice president by the end of the term. More than likely, he will be out by 2026. I'm just recapping for those who are listening and those who have hearing impairments. Kristen, it's going to be another male figure, either one of his sons or JFK Jr., but it's leaning kind of more towards JFK Jr.
I think you want it to be.
I kind of do. I'm not going to lie, Kristen. I think I added a little twist.
That's okay. That's okay. I mean, he's very deserving. He would deserve that. Yes. We do have the Hermit card. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of secrets about this. Okay. This is very secretive. This was a whole operation, and this is part of the Q operation. This is all a part of that. So, yeah, he does return. It looks really strong, Jason. I'm not going to lie. This is really strong outcome for JFK Jr.
We love it, Kristen. We absolutely love it.
I know.
Love it. All right, let's. I want to share this. You shared some hot content with me. Let me go ahead and pull it up. Okay. Let me go ahead and get the correct one here. This was posted on Trump's Truth Social. Here it is. All right, Kristen. Trump just went Q plus again. This was a post on the 17th of August, so about 2 weeks ago. On
Yeah.
Trump's Truth Social, it says courage, strength, and resilience. Stay
Yeah.
with me, deplorables. Okay, so it's the same one. So the one that you guys see, let me just make sure I'm speaking correctly. So the one that you guys see on the left, that was Trump's Truth Social post. It says courage, strength, and resilience. The one on the right is from a Q post 4095, Kristen, where it says, stay with me, deplorables. You'll love how this movie ends. Kristen, let's pull cards on this. You're just the woman to do it. You're
Yeah.
just the medium to say it how it is and give it to us. Christine,
That's
let's
right.
decode this Trump Truth Social post from a couple of weeks ago. What is going on?
This is awesome. Yeah, no, this is great. I loved it when I saw it. All right, here we go. Let's pull some cards on this. Beautiful cards, too. Wow. So, the transformation of this is the age of Aquarius, and that's the star card. That is what it means, the age of Aquarius. But what you're going to really love is those that you thought were dead or not dead. 8 of Cups, like we've all been saying for so long. But yeah, so that's a big thing that's coming out about this. And that's kind of what he means. You're going to love how the story ends because all the bad guys are going to be shown. All the light will be on them. All right. They're not getting away with anything. But also the humanitarian aspect is what everyone's going to love how the story ends because everybody's going to benefit. It's transformative. And this is leading into how all the evil will be destroyed because it's all the evil manipulation for all these years, the systems, everything. This is the era of being authentic, yes, but also, and remember what I was saying earlier, authenticity. It's going to show who people truly are. Trump already knows who they truly are. He's all the Q stuff is all real too, all of it. So we follow those posts, which we need to get them back out, which I will. But we really need to dive deep into those because he's leading us in that direction. I think he wants us to go back and look at the Q posts. He does. But anyways, all of the bad people are coming. I mean, they're all going to come to the surface and all going to go down. He's going to show us. It's part of the movie. It's already been done, but they're going to show us the footage.
We need the footage, Kristen. We need the footage.
Yeah. And not only that, it's the abundance back to the people because they're all tied to the trafficking, all of them. The 3-letter agencies, all of that. You know, we don't play with them anymore, ever, because that's what they're all about. They're all connected, but that's why the people are going to love it because it's transformative. All the bad guys in every system are going down, giving us that beautiful abundance coming to us, yes, but also it's about the children, most of all.
Right.
The evil is dying in this world.
All right, Kristen, let's all right, so kind of recapping, Kristen. So when do you kind of foresee this happening?
This is this fall. It has to be October. Okay. And I've done that with this beautiful crystal too. But October 2025, also leading into November, but October is where all the heat is. That's where all the, like, we're not even going to be able to keep up with what's going on.
You're kidding.
Intense. Yes, intense. But even before that, I mean, there's so much energy when I really meditate on it. There's so much energy around the financial freedom and abundance for the people. But I think the shocking things that are coming out about the baddies, that's October. The arrests, all of that. But I think he's going to take the people will be taken care of sooner. So September.
Right.
You know, like that's got to be way before the arrests.
Let me pull something up right now that you had sent me, Kristen.
Okay.
No, that's not who I want. Bear with me for 2 seconds.
Yes, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of little clips, little links that we want to show you guys, and I'm sure some of you have already seen them, but there's even a picture of Diana holding, I think it's a magazine or something, but it's it was along the lines of Q. She had a Q. It looked like a magazine, but it had Q on the front of it. Like, we got to pull that up at some point. Here's an old picture of Diana.
Oh yeah, I can go there now.
Okay. I mean, there's just so much. And what's really cool is that all of us in this community, and there's so many more that don't watch our show, but they're out there, have all been onto this. All of it. All of it's true. All these crazy theories that we were called crazies for, they're all actually true. And that's why we're going to love this movie even more. Because it's all true. Yes, she's alive, and yes, she's actually part of Q. I believe she is.
Let's do it, Kristen.
Yeah.
All right. So kind of explain to me how this got your interest, how this piqued the angelic angel of Arcana Shores when you saw this post from Pastor Bob Joyce.
Yeah, I admit, and I also admit I can't take full credit to a lot of these that I sent you, Jason, because our dear friend, sweet Lance Shuttler, sent me these links, and and they're awesome. And so when I first saw this one, the answer to your question, I was like, oh my gosh, because if you zoom in, I know you guys can't really do it. You could do it on your phone though. Zoom in and you can actually look at what she's looking at. It's cute.
Oh, absolutely.
She's in it. She's been in it. So a lot of you that already predicted this, I know you're going to say, I already said that before. Well, yeah, you're right. You are really correct because this is out there. It's floating around. It's not photoshopped. I can tell if it's photoshopped, and it's not. It's not photoshopped.
Can you give us an update on Princess Diana, Kristen? Will she be making her appearance soon?
Yeah, here we go. Definitely will. So all of these are an indication, and she's actually been, she's been in protection, her real boys. So the boys that you've seen are not her real boys, but they've been in protection as well. But with that magician is her trickster energy. So currently she's got trickster energy. So she is behind the scenes with the organization and definitely with the children, because I have that energy here. And definitely Six of Swords, successfully helping to heal them. She's doing humanitarian work, and she's a leader of humanitarian groups. So absolutely, she's a healer. She's helping them. Definitely close working with Melania, and I know there's rumors out there that Melania is Diana, and that is not true, but believe what you want.
Right.
But it's not. But no, they're in close working terms, yes. They both help the children, absolutely. Yes. So that is what she's currently doing.
All right, let's pull this up. Kristen, you sent me this as well. It's on the topic of Q. So this is on the X. It's by the Rubber Duck. Breaking. Grok is reporting that Q is real and that the real Donald Trump is Q plus. So right here, I guess Grok did their calculation. As you guys know, AI Grok, that's Elon's AI platform. So it's given the cumulative probabilities layered with buckle up mirrors on the Q clock mid 2025 judicial events. Q defies dismissal as here LARP. Evidence mounts, basically saying that Q is real. Where we go one, we go all. Christy.
Yeah.
As we looked at the post earlier from Trump's Truth Social, as it pertains to the Q post of 4095, what can we expect? I know there's going to be a lot, Christian, coming out this fall. However, can we pull the cards and maybe narrow it down to possibly a couple of events, major events that are going to be taking place this fall as it pertains to the Q movement?
Yes, here we go. Let's see what we get right now. What does Spirit want us to know today, September 1st, 2025, regarding Q and all this? It's energy right now. So beautiful. Military as well. We're going to see a lot more military. All right. We already know that they're out there in like 19 states, but there's going to be even more than that. So this is authority. This is control, but it's in a nice way. It's to control the crazies. Okay. It's to clean it up. It's to clean up America, the U.S., the United States. So yeah, you're going to see more military get involved. You're also going to see what's coming through, what's triggering with this Nine of Cups, Four of Swords. This is more so about the systems, okay? So reconstructing the systems, but also the exposure. So the exposure, like we talked about with the medical system, the financial system, which is the three-letter agencies. So the corruptness of that, the trafficking, all of that, that's still all coming out, but they're going to tie it in with the politicians. They're also going to show the true states. And yeah, we're already seeing division within California, that California is actually a red state. But you're going to actually see the actual proof of that it's been like that forever. So we are going to get to the bottom of a lot of the Q posts talk about the 2020. Shoot, we're on YouTube. We've got to be careful, but you guys know what I mean. The 2020.
Oh, you mean the 2020 election where it was stolen?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we could just say it. It's okay if we're off for 2 weeks. It's just because we got to strike. But yeah.
Hey, it'll be a 2-week vacation, Kristen. I just got my passport, so I might have to go. Maybe visit you in Florida.
Come out here. We'll go to Mar-a-Lago, and then we'll go. Yeah, there's lots to do here.
Maybe take a little trip to the Bahamas. You never know.
You should go to the Bahamas. Yes. But absolutely, this is all going down. In the Q post, I really feel, and I felt it immediately when I saw Trump's post, because Trump reposted those, or his team did, right, on Truth Social. So about doing the Q post investigations, go back into. We're going to deep dive the Q post together, Jason. We're going to do that.
Absolutely.
Maybe next Sunday or something.
Let's do that. Let's deep dive into the post, Kristen. We'll just have a show dedicated to it.
He wants to direct the people into that. He's trying to, a lot of us already know them, but there's so many people that are just newly waking up and they're like, wait a second, that was all conspiracy theory stuff. But it's true. Grok is even saying it's true. So that's what they're trying to really alert everybody to get in there. Go read them, because we're going to see it all happen. We're already seeing the military. Martial law, yeah, that might be a thing too. But there's already been a silent martial law too. But Trump has already saved so many bad things from happening to our people. And that's another thing he's trying to shine light on too, that it could have been much worse. This is baby stuff. To have military cleaning up the cities, it's not that bad. It's baby stuff.
Right. I agree with that, Kristen, 1,000%. So, Kristen, when it comes to this post, and again, it's the one from 4095, the Q scoreboard. So it says courage, strength, resilience. Why would let's break this down, do a deep dive on this post. Can we ask the cards, why would we need courage?
Mm-hmm. Because this has a lot to do, and I'm not trying to spread anything bad.
We're not spreading anything, Kristen. We're not spreading anything.
No. This is just what comes right through. I read differently than most, but when I look at these cards that I designed here, it triggers information and downloads to come through. So it's more of a mediumship type thing, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, what I'm getting is that this is about the injections, the mandatory injections. This is about the loss of loved ones that shouldn't have been lost. So the courage. So those that, and this doesn't make anybody better than anybody else, so I'm not saying that.
We're never saying that.
No.
But let's be honest, Kristen.
Those that turned away and refused it from putting it in their bodies. And, I know so many nurses that of our soul tribe, they just quit their job and they refused it. They left their jobs and refused it. Like so many brave people, so many people of courage turned away from the system. So unfortunately, yeah, this was a huge experiment, a deadly experiment that is sick and twisted. But it did reveal to us who became kind of like sheep and who didn't. It did reveal us that. It doesn't make, I mean, there are great people that they took it. They were bullied into it, but then there's people that just, they're diehards and they'll do anything that a doctor tells them to do. And that's really sad. But what I'm trying to say is the courage part of that and the resilience, and I really feel he's leading on, in the strength, of course. I mean, he's leading that into what happened with that whole mandate and the terrible shots, but the shots of all time,
Okay, so we're all right. So it's mainly about the vaccine, the COVID vaccine. That's what that post was kind of geared toward.
Yeah. And I definitely believe that they're going to come out with more solutions to help people, to get through this. But yeah, I mean,
all right.
Not only that, the streets too, the people that are going to have to, there's going to be some civil fighting around the country.
All right. All right. Hold that thought, Kristen.
Okay.
I need to go get my charger, but I'm going to ask you a question while I go get my charger. All right. So we do know that the National Guard is in about 19 states, give or take a few, and that post is about the vaccine.
Yes.
I'm just going to ask it because I think people need to know the vaccine itself. Are we going to see some type of behavior from those who have received the COVID-19 vaccine where we're going to need to have the military in the streets due to the side effects of the vaccine? Pull the cards while I go get my charger. I'll be listening.
Okay. So I have, for a lot of you that have come to me for one-on-one readings, we have found that this is an accurate yes. This is a yes. I will pull cards on it again. But yes, there's personality changes. There's a lot of changes, but it is situational. So no, it's not every single person that had it is going to become, some different version of themselves. But we are seeing it. We're seeing it a lot more. We're seeing it with, unfortunately, a lot of the events that are happening across the country. What I'm talking about are like shootings and stuff and things that are terrorism. Okay, so you're seeing a lot of that. So yes. The answer is a yes, but I am going to pull more cards. Because what it does is it changes the brain chemistry in the brain. And they're no longer really thinking the way they used to think. But once again, this isn't for every single person. But it's even in the cards. 5 of Wands, 2 of Swords. So what happens is there's manipulation within the brain chemistry in the way that they think. They once thought, their perspectives, everything switched because it's controlled. And that's the whole game here, was to control how people think, control their brain chemistry so that they're even more easily programmable. So This was all a big scheme, a very sick and twisted scheme, a very deadly one because it was more of an experiment. It's wiped out a lot of people completely because their bodies can't handle the changes, and that's why it's an experiment, because it's just like everyone who got it got a different strand too. There's so many different strands of this mRNA.
Oh yeah, it changes the DNA, Kristen. That's why I asked. What types of behaviors will we be seeing?
It can be very violent. I mean, I've already done so many readings on this, so I'm just going to tell you what I've already gotten. But it's very violent. It's very similar to someone with like a bipolar disorder. Okay. Very similar to that. And unfortunately, they don't know. They don't know that they're acting differently. And then they get very defensive. A lot of wish-washy attitude as well. Not really knowing what they want. So decisions are harder. Frustration. I even was picking up that it's a lot to do with their own identity. So they start to have like an identity crisis as well. So that kind of plays into a lot of wokeism. But a lot of that played a major role too. That's why they're pushing that so strongly. And then those that did get the vaccine, that were all for wokeism and wanted to be someone else, It just was even worse. But it was all a game. It was all programmable. It changed the person to think differently and to feel differently about themselves. So it's very, very cruel. It's so evil. It's evil that we've been fighting. And these poor people that have gotten it thought they were doing the right thing, because I don't want people to get sick. So yeah, I'll get it. And then it messed up their whole body. And it's really sad.
Agree, Kristen. I
Yeah.
agree. I saw this post the other day. I'll pull it up. It said, I'm going to go off memory. They said, if you think you're having a bad day, always remember someone got the COVID-19 vaccine for a free donut. Do you remember that, Kristen? Do you remember that? They were giving away French fries or a
Yeah. It's
COVID-19
really
vaccine.
sad. I do remember that. I do. And that's just messed up. That's so messed up.
We're pure bloods over here, Kristen. Pure blood.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Will there be help for those individuals, Kristen? You said that there is going to be some form of help. The alliance is in control. We know this.
Mhm.
What kind of help? Is it through food? Is it through water? Is it through chemtrails? What is there going to be help
Okay.
to kind of negate the side effects of this horrific vaccine?
Yeah, let's take a look. So swords in tarot textbook, which I don't like, but it's mental health. So in a health reading, I do pay attention to the elements here. So that would be, so for mental health, yes, they can help that. They can't erase it. They can't take back what happened to the body. And also the cells that, like, if you didn't get the mRNA, your cells, they always can regenerate. You can even have new brain cells. But if you did have mRNA, your body has it's like a war. It goes to war with itself, and it can't create new cells to regenerate. So that's what there's some sort of, because it's a parasite, but it's even worse than that because it changes a lot more. Even the heart, it changes your blood, the way that it flows. That's why you'll see blood clots happening and a lot of things. I could get really deep into this, but that's something that they're still working on for a huge remedy to help people. But all that they can really do at this time is detox. Start detoxing, but every day.
Yeah.
Everyday detox.
Okay. Here's my next question, Kristen. How long will we be will it be a lockdown? Will it be like martial law while they clean up the side effects, everything that's going on? Kristen, how long will that time period be? While the military's in the streets, while we're under martial law?
What I'm getting is it's probably going to be a week or less of some sort of lockdown or blackout. But when I say blackout, it still only looks like communication blackout.
Maybe it's just a shelter in place.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it doesn't look too critical to where it's going to compromise lives or cause too much drama and people freaking out even more or heart attacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trump doesn't want that. He's trying to do it peacefully as much as possible. Yeah.
Overall outcome of an event that's going to take place with martial law. What will ultimately happen after that?
So that's when we're going to see some great things happening here. Because afterwards, that's the worst part, which isn't even that bad. It's all for good reason. But that's when we're going to see that there's going to be more peace. Things are going to be easier financially, just everything's coming back together. We have 6 of Cups energy, Knight of Cups energy. So even the health, everything, all the systems flip. All the systems go down, and then they all flip. They all flip to the better. So during that period of time, martial law is similar to the distractions, keeping people on, there's a lot to distract us with. while they're flipping the systems and shutting them down and restarting them up. Yep.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Kristen, we were talking about earlier too about financials, and we're going to pivot just a little bit. You brought this up to my attention, and this is what you shared with me. This was coming from SG Anon. This was a post of about 4 days ago on the 27th of August, 2025. It says, breaking leading report, President Trump announces Americans may receive a dividend funded by tariff revenue. Elon Musk on the 25th shared, there will be universal high income, not merely basic income. Everyone will have the best medical care, food, home, transport, and everything else. Sustainable abundance. Let's pull on this post. Kristen, let's do a deep dive on this post specifically.
Ooh.
When is this coming to the people?
Well. I just had 2 flop out of my deck. And you always want to look at those. So 9 of Pentacles is Capricorn. Happens to be one of my favorite cards. Independence, abundance, and also not only that, similar to the Queen of Pentacles, that's financial stability. 6 of Swords, success, victory, winning. This is a winner's card. This is so true. Everything Elon said in that post is correct. That is all happening. Everything is happening. It's all changing. And this also goes back to when they were campaigning last year, just about a year ago, in all the rallies. Trump said it will be better than you've ever imagined it to be.
Right.
And this is all real. So you are not a fool if you believe in it. Don't let those, some people say that you're crazy. You're not. This is all truly happening. I've seen it. Other readers have felt it. You don't even have to be a reader to feel it. All of us are intuitive. We can all tune into this. We can all feel that goodness. It's a high vibration frequency coming in to relieve all of us. Things have to get kind of bad for it to all flip. And right now, financially, the country, Trump is still transforming it. So we're still going through it, the muck right now. But once it flips, we're going to be fine. There's no reason to take life so seriously because it is going to flip.
We love it. We love it's going to flip, Kristen.
Yep.
A lot of injustices, not just in this country, but around the world when it comes to banks.
Yes. They're all tied together too. So I hope the best for all countries and all people.
When this does occur, Kristen, can we pull cards to see how, we'll just talk about the United States. How will this look and how will people accept this? Like, what can you paint us a picture about how this will look when the day comes? Not if it comes, but when it comes, because it's going to happen. What does this look like? Paint us a picture.
Okay. Wow, 10 of Wands, beautiful. 9 of Cups. So what I'm getting, this looks like clean food. All right, you're not going to eat the junk anymore that they've been sneaking into all the things. So clean food, clean air. The housing will be completely different. The price is going back down. In order for us to live abundantly, 9 of Cups energy, right? And also the abundance that they have told us about, that's it's going to be better than you've ever imagined. It would have to go back to those prices, back in the 60s, or I can't remember the era that a lot of you have, told us about. But I believe it's the 50s, the 60s. I don't know. The prices are going back old school prices. So that is the only way for people to be able to afford the financials for the housing. You could buy houses, shelter, the food, all of it's changing. Every industry, the medical industry, every industry is changing. So we're going to have the best country. We do have the best country, but in all of those aspects, the medical care too. Because think about it, every system has ripped off the people, has duped the people, tricked the people into believing what they're eating is good, and it's not.
Right.
All of it's been a scam. So everything that you can think of that's been a scam, that's all turning to gold, all for everybody.
Beautiful.
That's what it's going to look like. It's going to look like gold. Yep.
Beautiful. Ooh, I like it. Golden. Love it, Kristen. Beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful to be painted for us.
absolutely. And very futuristic, I might add, too. Because transportation, now Elon was the one that made that post, and he said that during a rally, too, very similar. But even the transportation, that's all changing, too. We're going to see not just airplanes anymore. It's going to be flying. You're going to be able to be in different devices, flying cars. We're not going to get to drive them yet. That's in the future. But you're going to see them landing in airports. You're going to have the opportunity to ride in different forms of travel that get you there so much faster. And I know that he led us on to that in that post as well. I think you put transportation or something. But that's another thing that's happening. We're in the era right now. This is the best era to be alive.
I don't know if you've ever thought about it, Kristen, but when that day happens, what are you gonna be? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna still be pulling cards? What's like your passion when that day happens?
I mean, I'm always here to help people, but I don't have to pull cards to help people. I can just feel it and it just comes to me anyway. But I understand for the entertainment purposes that the cards are a lot of fun. It's a tool. But
Right.
no, I'll be traveling and helping people wherever I can go.
I
Which
love that.
yeah, I want to live everywhere. I can't make up my mind where I want to live ever, my whole life.
Right. I
So
love it.
I'm
Love it.
intended. Yes, I've always been. I'm an old soul, but I like to be in different places all the time. I'm adventurous. So I will be traveling and helping people, helping animals. I love kittens. I love puppies too, but kittens are it's where my heart is. Um, even farm animals too. I will help animals and I will travel and help people too. Yep, that's what I'm going to be doing.
I love it, Kristen. Love it. I
Yep.
also love your hair. It looks really good today. Did you do anything different?
I actually did.
I know. I
So,
noticed it.
that's another thing. And thank you. You know, like I changed my hair. You guys have seen me in every color. I change where I live because I like to change my energy. Just like to change. But yes, I did. I worked today and then I went to the pool. And while I was at the pool, I decided I'm going to lighten my hair just a little bit. And I did. And then I got ready for the show.
We love it. Love it.
Well,
You
thank
guys
you.
want to get your readings done and see Kristen in person, go ahead and go to arcanashores.net. That's arcanashores.net. Go ahead and book your reading with Kristen, get a one-on-one Zoom reading. That's arcanashores.net. You will find everything in the description of this beautiful video here on this Monday, September 1st,
Monday. Yes.
2005.
Yeah, and you know what? Speaking of change, whenever you change something about yourself, whether it's on your appearance or even in your home, moving furniture around, cleaning, whatever, you're shifting. You're shifting your frequency, and you're shifting everything up. Everything. It changes your whole everything, your mood, and like even your direction, your momentum, your physical energy. So if you feel really drained and tired, I really think that we should change something. This is for everybody. I felt the need to say this. If you feel drained or just stagnant, that means you need to shift something. Either your appearance, maybe you need to get outside and run or do something, or just change your furniture around. I also did that too. You guys can't see it.
I love
But yeah,
it. Good
it
advice.
worked. Yeah.
Good advice, Christine. Good advice.
Mhm.
Where can we go from here? I mean, we touched on pretty much everything that I wanted to touch bases on, Kristen. Let me go ahead and play this clip that you sent me, Kristen, about how this former CIA agent and the masks and all that kind of stuff, and we'll kind of have some fun here.
Yeah.
Let's play this clip from CBS Morning. A spy separates real missions from the impossible.
Is there any kind of technology that achieves that in the real world of intelligence?
Well, the movies have a lot of options that real life does not offer to you. But the idea of a mask that you could quickly put on, quickly take off, was very real, and something that we used with some discretion, but we used it when we needed it, and got great results.
Did I read that you had a mask that made you look like an African American man? Is that right?
That was probably the first one that I took public. That means within the CIA. I briefed some directors and told them we had this capability. We were looking to be able to change your gender and your ethnicity, and even perhaps create a twin if we needed that.
Hold on. So, in your estimation, how lifelike realistic are the masks? If you were in the room with this person wearing the mask, would you notice that it's a mask?
You would not notice unless you told a really hysterical joke and the person couldn't laugh hysterically. It had limits. It could smile, couldn't laugh hysterically.
I know.
I wore those masks in a couple of pretty tight situations, and no one knew until I announced it.
Jonna, is it right that you wore that in front of George H.W. Bush, and could he tell?
I did wear it. Brent Scowcroft was in the room, Bob Gates, John Sununu, Judge Webster. Judge Webster knew because he was head of the CIA at the time. No one else had any idea until I took it off.
No idea. I had no idea.
So you did it just to show them that this was possible. Is that right?
Absolutely. I wanted the president to see that we had taken disguise to a really dramatically new level.
Did you take one home as a souvenir? Are you in that? Is that you? Are you in there? Is that you in the mask?
This is just me.
All right, Kristen, we get the gist of it.
Yeah.
Let's have some fun here, Kristen. We'll go through some celebrities, and you tell me. Robin Williams, Kristen, dead or alive?
Do I have to pull cards? I know it.
You don't have to. I just want. I mean,
He's alive. He's definitely alive. Oh yeah, alive. Because I've done it. I think we did this years ago. But yes, absolutely, he's alive.
Okay. There's our first one.
Yeah.
Let's do this one because I think I saw something earlier.
They needed him. They needed him to play a role. So yeah, I mean he's been doing a lot actually.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Next one, Kristen. Hold on, you guys. Stay with me here. I think I know what role this person is playing, but let's just go ahead and talk about it, Kristen.
Mm-hmm.
I think Michael Jackson is playing the role of Nancy Pelosi. Michael Jackson, Kristen.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
What about Michael? Kristen, is Michael playing a role in this movie?
Yes. I actually did a full show on him. He definitely is. Definitely. Yep.
Love it. All right, we're just gonna have some fun here, right here on this Labor Day, Kristen. Next person that comes into my mind is.
It's fun. We started off with the celebrities in our first Arcana Shores channel.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let me pull it. Let me get a decent picture. It's not coming up. Damn it. Hold on.
Who is it?
It's I'm going to get a better picture, but this one might just have to suffice. Let me stop sharing this one. Share another one. Kristen, what about the artist known as Prince?
Yep, I did a show on him as well. Yep, definitely alive.
Who was he playing, in your opinion? Who is Prince playing?
Now, Prince has played many roles. Okay, now he's actually, you guys might not agree with it, but I did get that he did play Obama. He played Obama for a while.
What about Bob Marley?
Bob Marley's alive too, I believe. I do feel he is. I mean, a lot of them are. A lot of these good ones are. I mean, not like a huge chunk of them, but there's a handful, I guess you could say, that are. because they wanted out. They wanted out, so they made a deal, and they got out, and they had to fake a death to protect them in protection.
All right, so Bob Marley's he's still alive.
Yeah.
You ever play the role of Barack Obama?
I'll use the cards for that one. I mean, it looks like he could because his features and stuff. You could with some makeup and stuff. So let's take a look. They could do anything, the mask for sure. So yeah, he's definitely. So what I'm hearing now that he's kind of retired now. So he's not really doing anything currently, but yes, he has. He has played the role of Obama. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah.
Beautiful.
They needed a cast, so they had to get these guys, right? Yeah.
What about this one, Kristen? Kurt Cobain.
Oh, yes. Yes. I also did a full show on him as well. Absolutely. Absolutely is. Yep. He did not go down the way that you think he went down. And that's how it is. Like, everything you hear is not true. Everything.
Here's another one for us. We're just doing rapid fire here, Kristen.
Mm-hmm.
People in the chat want to throw in a celebrity. I'll try and do my best to get it. Kristen, Whitney Houston.
Absolutely alive. And she's my favorite female artist of all time.
Favorite female artist, Whitney Houston. I would have to concur with you on this one.
Absolutely. I remember first grade, I always brought her, the lyrics were in the little album cover thing. I always brought them to school. But yeah, absolutely. She's the best. And she is alive. I've done a show on her as well. She's actually helping with the children. That's what I remember pulling on. I'll pull currently too. What is she currently up to? Oh yeah. She wanted to be free so badly, but absolutely. So there's a lot of things she's involved in. She's actually involved in bringing down more of the trafficking. So she's heavily involved in the trafficking, and I think that ties in with her daughter too.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That's why her daughter's alive too, but that's why she was taken out. They, staged it that she was taken out.
Love it.
To save her.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Here's another one for you guys. The spicy and beautiful Selena.
Selena, I love her. She's also one of my favorite girls. Yeah. Yeah, let's take a look into Selena. I wish she was, Jason, because I know she's like one of your girls, but
yes,
I know, but it looks like okay, and I have gotten this before, so when you get it more than once, it's true. She was taken out. The story about her is actually true, but I do think she was also abused during her time of her fame.
Right.
She didn't have it. It's not exactly like that movie with J-Lo playing Selena. It's not just like that. There was a lot of darkness actually around her that she had to put up with in order to perform. Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Very unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Here's another one, Kristen, one of my favorites.
Kobe's alive. He's alive.
All right, Kobe's alive. Tell us more.
He's alive. His daughter's alive. Yep. And he, I believe, when I pulled last, he's coming through. Like, he's going to show face eventually. Because he's going to help expose a lot of the bad stuff within basketball and all sports.
Right.
So here we go. Let's take a look. Yep. He's a messenger. That's so awesome how that came through. Basically what I just said. So he's a messenger. He's also different parts of sports that are connected, not only the trafficking, but the politicians with the sports too. So there's all this connection that he's actually shedding light on and helping with the investigations to crack them all down. Yeah.
Love it, Kristen. Rapid fire celebrity edition.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Yeah, it's a nice little surprise at the end of the show.
Yeah, a little rapid fire. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to we'll be done with the celebrities for now, but we'll kind of incorporate that moving forward in our shows, and we'll kind of do deep dives on that to kind of round out the show. Let's go ahead and go to the spiritual weatherman over here on Instagram, and then we'll get closing words from Christine.
Sure.
Just when we thought maybe, just maybe, that with summer coming to an end, things may finally begin to simmer down, the universe decided for September that it has something else in store. And these are the zodiac signs that are going to be shaking shit up, as this is a month to expect the unexpected and begin to put together a plan to turn our dreams into a reality. Up first, Virgo. We spend the majority of the month in your sign, and your season has not one but 2 new moons and eclipses, which means for you guys, it's out with the old and in with the new. And who you thought you were and the path you thought you were going to go down is no more. So I hope you're ready for a fresh start, Pisces. Speaking of those 2 eclipses, the first one, a blood moon lunar eclipse, takes place in your sign on the 7th. And with it being one of the most widely viewable eclipses of all time to basically everyone outside of the Americas, you're about to release yourself from something massive, something that's been weighing on you emotionally and psychologically for ages. And much like your counterpart Virgo, about to embark on a whole new life path, one filled with emotional and spiritual fulfillment. There's some loose ends from the past couple years that still need some tying up, primarily due to Saturn now being back in your sign until Valentine's Day. And this month is the time to get it going. Same goes for you, Virgo, as well as fellow mutables Sagittarius and Gemini. Speaking of Gemini, Uranus, the planet of freedom, liberation, and innovation, is about to station retrograde in your sign, which means you're about to find yourself, more than usual, channeling your inner rebel child and wanting to do something risky. And I want to caution you to think it through first and try to focus more on solidifying the things that have begun in your life over the past few months. Personally, socially, professionally, things are changing for you as well, but that doesn't mean it has to happen all at once. So try to fight your impulses, because you and Uranus will be getting to know each other very intimately for the next 8 years. Libra, once Virgo and eclipse season are through, we enter your season on September 22nd. And it appears to be a time when things finally begin to stabilize, and we find some semblance of peace, harmony, and balance in our new day-to-day life and routines, especially the mutable and cardinal signs, the fellow cardinals being Aries, Cancer, and Capricorn. But things get a bit volatile and aggressive for the fixed signs, as Mars, the god of war, planet of drive, ambition, and power, enters Scorpio, its home sign, on September 22nd as well. Which means that for the end of September through October, the fixed signs are constantly going to be ready to fight, but also making some big moves, as Mars is incredibly strong in this sign, which should in fact help us all to a certain degree, as we as a collective are about to level up. We just have some shit we need to deal with first. Ooh-wee! Just when we thought maybe, just maybe, that with summer coming to an end, things may finally begin to simmer.
All right, Christian.
Yeah.
Looks like it's gonna be a hot and spicy month of September. Cannot wait.
It sure is. Oh man, with all my Gemini, I have to deal with Uranus a lot. That sucks. And Mars and Scorpio, I have. That's it's okay. There's just a lot of change. If you guys can relate, you guys heard that the whole video. You're going through lots of changes, like everybody.
I like change. I like.
me too.
Yeah,
You're
embrace.
Aries too. Aries is a lot similar to the Gemini with impulse. So watch the impulses.
Very impulsive.
Yeah, it's fun. If it sounds fun, sure. Let's
Why
have
not?
a good time.
Absolutely. Why not?
Yeah, it's great though. I think that Virgo season is a great time, and to have the eclipse right now, that's fine. Why not in Virgo? A little Pisces in there, it's fine. Yeah.
Love it.
Mhm.
No water sign can dampen this flame. This fire.
No
way.
no.
All right, Christian. Beautiful show. Want to thank all the light warriors and Soul Tribe for watching this Labor Day, September 1st, 2025. It's been one hell of a show. It's been a fun show. It's been a fast and furious show, Christian.
Yes, I know. It was a lot of fun. Good energy.
Beautiful energy. So, when can the Light Warriors see the Angelic Angel again on YouTube?
I will be back on Wednesday unless I have a spontaneous reading like I did last week. But yeah, I like to do a lot of channeling in the park lately. I've been called to just be outside. So you guys can most likely see me Wednesday morning. I will be on at 11 a.m. and probably Friday morning, 11 a.m. Yes.
Okay. All right. Sounds great. Go ahead and hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe if you guys haven't done so already. Look for new videos from the Angelic Angel herself, Kristen Lee of Arcana Shores. If you guys want to have a reading done by Kristen, go ahead and go to arcanashores.net. That's arcanashores.net. Of course, you know the rules.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be in the description of this video. We are going to be talking with Lance. A lot of good things are going to be coming from this channel. A lot of new things, a little bit of a deviation. Maybe once a week, we're going to be doing some great stuff for the tribe. So just want to thank everyone. Send you guys much love and light. Until next time, Kristen. Until next time.
Until next
Light Warriors and Soul Tribe. Bye.
Bye.